3-0 on the season, and they will be taking on the 3-0 Los Alamos High School Hilltoppers. Should be a fantastic game. This has been a solid start to the season for Los Alamos. Los Alamos has 2 shutouts under its belt already, knocking out Espanola Valley 35-0 in the opener. And then a week later, blasting the Taos Tigers 40-0. You remember we were bringing you that game on a Friday night, the 25th. That game, and then last week at Capital, Los Alamos ekes out a 23-20 win against the Capital Jaguars, the former district rivals of Los Alamos. So a nice victory for them in a close game. This is going to be a stiff test, though, with the Horsemen. And we have had the coin toss. The Horsemen won the coin toss, and they will defer to the second half. Los Alamos will get the ball. And we'll see which way the Horsemen elected to go. I did not catch the signal from the officials. The Horsemen will kick off. They will kick off toward the east. They will defend the west goal. The Toppers will be heading west in this first quarter. So welcome, everybody. Beautiful night for football against 2 undefeated teams. Back deep for Los Alamos to receive this kickoff. Malachi Gutierrez and Jesus Diaz are back deep. And for the Horsemen, they are stacked up right in front of the football. I get a feeling we're going to have a fake onside kick. That's exactly what we have. And the Horsemen will kick it away conventionally. And that will be Soren Ennen. And he kicks it. He kicks a bouncer, and that's going to go to Diaz. Diaz picks it up about the 15, breaks a tackle, and he cuts back all the way, gets into the 30, past the 35, and out to the 37-yard line. So good return off the bouncing kick. And I apologize, that was Akeem Aleja on the return. So the Toppers with good field position here to start this contest. And Los Alamos been very efficient on offense so far in this and Topper's first play coming off the side. And that sweep to the right side. That is by Leja. He's going to get out near the 50-yard line. However, there is a penalty marker on the play right about where Leja went down. And we'll see what that call was. And that's going to go against the Horsemen. So nice pickup there. Excuse me, that was at the 45-yard line where he was brought down. But that's going to get a big one tacked on at the end of that run. That's going to put the Toppers down at the Horsemen 40-yard line. So 15-yard penalty against the Horsemen. We did not get a definitive signal what that was. First down, 11:40. So just underway here in this first quarter. A snap to Evan Huss. Evan Huss with the delayed handoff that is going to go to Nico Garcia. Nico Garcia with a big collision at the 33-yard line. He stumbles forward to about the 31. Nice pickup. It'll be second down and about 2. Call it 1.5 here for the Toppers. So they are in business here early. Kyle Evanhuss in the shotgun. Garcia, the lone setback, 4 receivers to the right, to the left. Quick drop back there by Evan Huss. He's looking around and under pressure, and he's going to throw that one away. That pressure coming in from the backside by the St. Michael's Horseman. That coming from Noah Peterson. Peterson got free. A little bit of a designed rollout there by Evan Huss to the right. Didn't see anybody and just throws the ball away. Third down and about 1.5 yards coming up for Los Alamos here. And Evan Huss again on the shotgun. Offset, it goes to Garcia. Garcia is close to the first down marker, and it appears that he's got it. Just a little trap inside, and he is going to pick up that first down. First down for Los Alamos at the Horseman 30-yard line. So just underway here in this first quarter, and we have whistle before the snap. The ball doesn't appear to have been set properly, so we're going to go back to it. The Horsemen run a base 4-3. Quick swing pass out to Leha. Leha catches it right about the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall ahead for about 3 yards. And they will give him, actually, they'll give him about 4. Little bit of a generous spot there. Second down and 6 for Los Alamos coming up. Garcia is offset. Evan Huss still in the shotgun. And quick out in the flat. That's going to go to Malachi Gutierrez. Gutierrez still on his feet, getting dragged down. He's going to get dragged down inside the 5-yard line. Somebody just got his, looked like right arm and finally just dragged him down. But that's going to be first and goal for Los Alamos right at the 5-yard line. Just a quick hitter outside to Gutierrez, broke a couple of tackles and was able to drag another Horseman. And Garcia inside handoff. Not going to get much on that one. Trying the right side. Might have picked up half a yard. Second down and goal for Los Alamos. 9:22 remaining in this first quarter. First possession of this ball game. Trips to the left for Los Alamos. Evan Huss in the shotgun, and he's looking to the right. Now he's looking to the left, scrambling to the right. He's going to try to take it himself. He's going to dive for the pylon. And they're going to call him out of bounds short of the goal line. Looks like they're going to get him out of bounds around the 2. So Evan Huss quickly looking to his left. Looked like he had a receiver on the outside. Didn't see him. Then tried to take it himself. Didn't get a whole lot there. Third down and goal coming up. And high snap, handoff to Garcia. And Garcia, huge hole on the right side for Los Alamos. Big hole, and he gets in for the touchdown. No problem. 9:03. Nico Garcia from 3 yards out on a nice opening drive by Los Alamos. That one started at their own 37-yard line, and they marched down the field. As we are going to get a extra point try by Seth Cowan, left-footed kicker, and a nice kick by Cowan. He's not been the regular kicker, but that one line drive and splits the upright 7-0 for Los Alamos. 9:03. So good looking drive, capped by a 3-yard touchdown run on the right side by Nico Garcia. So 7-0 in favor of Los Alamos. And we will get first look at the Horsemen offense. Horsemen have been pretty good on offense so far. They are led by quarterback Reed Bass. He is a 6'1" junior. He tips the scales at 170 pounds. And a couple of receivers back deep for the horsemen, including Cole Sandoval, is a 5'11 junior, and Cowan will kick off, and he pops one straight in the air, and that's caught. That's caught short by one of the St. Michael's short men. He's running down the field, running down the right side. He's not going to catch him. Touchdown for the horsemen. I don't know if the Toppers meant to do that, but a pop up straight in the air by Cowan only went about 15 yards. Now there is a late, very late flag at the St. Mike's 45-yard line. That was run back by number 11, Brandon Meyer. They never touched him after he caught that pop fly short, but there is, after the play, a late flag thrown, and that appears that's going to be on the horsemen. Let's see if they give a signal what happened. So that will negate the run back by Brandon Meyer. So not particularly definitive call. But in any event, that's going to, like I said, that will negate the apparent touchdown as the Toppers catch a break there. So, but the horsemen in pretty good field position with 8:54 remaining in this quarter. They'll get the ball at their own 40-yard line. And Nate Bass in the deep shotgun. He's about 7-8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Offset runner, and then a screen pass for the horseman. That's caught, but that's going to be that is a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. And I believe that was Reagan West, who set up pretty well, but recovering in time to make the tackle right at the line of scrimmage was Matthew Brousseau for Los Alamos. So no gain on the play, second down. So second down, it's twins to the left, a counter play to the right, and that's going to be stacked up again by Los Alamos at the line of scrimmage. And no gain, Brousseau on that play for the Toppers again as well. So a couple of nice stops there. And Elijah Alvarez also getting in on that tackle. So third and long here coming up for the St. Michael's Horsemen. So third and 9. Twins to the left, a receiver to the right, and Bass scramble, rolls out to his left, and he's going to make what a throw off balance, and he finds his receiver, Nate Bass does, for a first down, and that's going to go to Sabiani Rios Guevara, a 6-foot junior for the St. Michael's Horsemen, and that's a big pickup for the Horsemen. That's going to net them 22 yards and the first down. So they are down to the Topper 38-yard line like that. And a handoff on a kind of a jet sweep for the Horsemen. That ball carrier, Isaiah Dominguez, late flag again thrown. That one in the Topper secondary. So that appears that's going to be on the Horsemen once again. Well, now the officials having a little bit of a discussion here. But, yeah, that flag thrown about the 34-yard line. So a little ways down the field. Still discussing the penalty. So still trying to sort out this penalty. So it's been a little bit of an active first quarter here for the officials. And so we're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for against the Horsemen. So that usually means something was said that should not have been said, and that's going to push the Horsemen all the way back inside their own territory, and they're down to the 48-yard line. So second down and a mile here for the Horsemen, and jet sweep handoff. That's going around the right side, but nothing doing. Toppers on the stop there immediately. And sniffing that one down was Nathaniel Larson, a 5'8 junior, carrying the ball for St. Michael's, Soren Annan, and he went absolutely nowhere. And actually, that'll be a loss. So it'll be third down and 31 for the Horsemen. They did convert a long third down earlier in this drive, but this one quite a bit longer than that. 6:12 remaining. Toppers up 7-0. Low snap here, and Bass is buried at the 32-yard line by Los Alamos. Pressure coming from the backside, and Kyler Young all over him, and just absolutely jumped on the back of Bass and brought him down for another huge loss. That's going to be down in, oh gosh, about 40. So I imagine the Horsemen are going to elect a punt here. 5:31 remaining. And the Horsemen will, in fact, punt. And pretty decent punt there. And the ball will be fair caught at the 32-yard line by Gutierrez. Toppers will take over there. 5:15 left. Toppers up 7-0 as we change sides here. So Toppers with a 7-0 lead and will get the ball for their second drive of this contest. And looked pretty good on that first drive as Evan Huss with the option pitch out to Garcia on the left side. He's still going. I thought they brought him down about the 35, but he kept on his feet and lowers his shoulder and takes a Horseman defender down with him, and he is very close to the first down. In fact, they're going to give it to him. 10-yard pickup for Garcia. It looked like they had him stopped with maybe a yard or two gain. Toppers move very, very fast on offense, by the way. They rarely huddle, and that has been the case so far in this first quarter. Garcia with a handoff again, this time trying the right side. And he's going to be stopped right around the line of scrimmage. And that stop being made by Kamal Stith, a sophomore, coming up from the safety spot. So second down and about 11 for Los Alamos at their 42-yard line. Evan Husband in the shotgun, trips to the right here for the Toppers. Now getting some pressure, and Evan Huss throws it away, and I think we're going to have an intentional grounding. He was buried. Evan Huss was right before he got rid of the ball. And pressure coming again from Noah Peterson, who had pressure on him on the last drive. But I think we're going to have an intentional grounding. That ball just basically went straight to the sideline. I don't believe it got back to the line of scrimmage. Definitely no receivers in the area. So that is a well, they marked off 15 yards. This should be a 10-yard penalty. And it is intentional grounding. They gave him a 15-yard penalty. That is not a spot foul. It is a foul from the line of scrimmage. So they are over penalizing him here. And they're still marching back. They've walked off almost 20 yards of penalty. That is not correct. That is a 10-yard foul. The big portion of that foul, however, is a loss of down. They're back to the inside the 20-yard line to the 18. This is not a correct spot by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not sure when any of the officials haven't caught this. That is it is supposed to be a 10-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage. They gave him about 15-yard penalty from where he threw the ball. And so more pressure on Evan Huss. Evan Huss trying to find Leha in the flat. That's going to be a little bit short. Passes Leha. He had a mile run, and that likely would not have amounted to much. So the Toppers will kick it away here. On the fourth, and back around the 45-yard line by Lucas Gudale. He breaks a tackle, makes a little move, trying to get down the sideline. Actually had a little room, but he steps out of bounds at the Topper 49-yard line. Might have been able to pick up a little bit more. Nice kick there by Cowan. And Gudale had to retreat back. He was set up about the 50-yard line. He had to go back to his 45. Made a couple of nice moves there on the left side and looked like he had a little more real estate to go, but is unable to keep his feet in bounds. So 4:08 remaining, 7-0 in favor of Los Alamos. Still the first quarter here. But second possession here for the St. Michael's Horsemen. Both of them have been in pretty good field position. This one, and we're going to have some pre-snap movement here, so this play did not get off. Was going to be a handoff up the middle to Annan, but that is going to come back. Looked like there was some movement up front by St. Mike's, and that will cost them 5 yards. That puts them back at their own 46-yard line. So it has been mostly backwards here for St. Mike's early. Didn't have a whole lot of success on that first drive. Did have a really nice crossing route to pick up a first down initially, but most of their movement has been the wrong way for the Horsemen. So still first down and 15 now for the Horsemen. And two receivers bunched up on the left. Now an inside handoff that is going to go to Cole Sandoval. And Sandoval out near the original line of scrimmage. Pickup of about 5. It's going to bring second down and 10. So back in the huddle is the St. Mike's offense. Back in the shotgun is Bass. And toss back on the right side. Turning the corner is Soren Annan, and he's going to get himself some good yardage. Finally knocked out of bounds by Los Alamos. We'll see where he got to. They're going to give him the 38-yard line. So first down for the Horsemen on the toss and went wide to the right. And Annan able to turn the corner and pick up the first down. 3:19 remaining in this first quarter. Toppers still up by a touchdown. Bass back in the shotgun. A lot of movement. And then a toss and a cut back by Annan in the middle. And he's going to get close to another first down. So toss wide, and then Annan cut it back right, going right up the middle. He's very, very close to first down yardage. You're going to give it to him. 10-yard pickup for Annan as he gets down to the Topper 28-yard line. So a nice couple of runs here back-to-back by Soren Annan. He is a 5'9" junior, about 170 pounds. So St. Michael's has been able to spread less, and then another inside handoff. And then breaking a tackle is Annan again, and he's going to get all the way down to the 15-yard line. Inside handoff going in the A gap, then bounced it out to the left. So they're going to say he was down at the 16. So another first down for St. Michael's. On the tackle there for Los Alamos was Jackson Blair. So first down. So a very, very good looking drive here for St. Mike's. 2:13 remaining in this first quarter. Two receivers out to the right. Fake handoff, and then, oh, wow, great post route from Bass, and he connects with Isaiah Dominguez. So Dominguez actually playing the slot, so I guess that was actually more of a slant route. But right at the goal line, Dominguez got a couple of steps on his defender, and Bass hit him perfectly right in the chest. 7-6 ball game, 159. So the kick is up for the extra point, and that is good. Santiago Sandoval. So that will tie things up 7-7 at the 1:59 mark. So Bass to Isaiah Dominguez. Great route. Quick slant route from 16 yards out. And a very, very good looking ball there by Nate Bass to tie things up. So late here in the first quarter, we are all tied up at 7. And the Horsemen will kick off to Los Alamos. Gutierrez and Leja back once again, standing around their own 10-yard line. And oh, they're set up. I think they're going to do an onside kick here. Uh-oh, look out. And oh, they didn't kick it. What a surprise. I'm stunned they didn't kick it. And actually, that's like in fashion now. All high school teams pretend they're going to onside it. I have no idea why. And so a bouncing kick, and that's going to get picked up around the 25-yard line and zipping right down the middle of the field between the hash marks all the way to the 40. And that is Jesus Diaz. Picked it up on the bounce at the 20-yard line. It just ran straight down the middle of the field. Made a little move about the 35. He gets all the way down to the 41. So good field position for Los Alamos. 1:55 remaining. And Toppers, 3 receivers to the right to start things off on first down here. And handoff inside to Garcia. Garcia, nobody with him until he gets to the second level, makes a move, and he gets deep into St. Mike's territory. So simple handoff, nobody near him. Testing the going off right guard. And a big pickup. He's down to the St. Mike's 43. First down pickup. Toppers immediately snap it. Long pass, wide open. And did he come up with it? He did not. Oh my goodness. Wide open was Zach Stidham way down the field at about the 15-yard line. Unfortunately, Evan Huss hung the ball up just a little bit. The St. Michael's secondary able to get back there to Stidham, but he was all by himself. The ball just hung up a little bit. That let the safeties come up, gave him a little extra time to track that ball down, and they break it up. That would have been a huge play. Evan Huss quickly out to Gutierrez. Gutierrez makes a move, catches it out on the flat, and cuts back inside. He's going to get close to the 35-yard line. They'll mark him at the 36-yard line, so he's about 3 yards short. So 3rd and 3 coming up for Los Alamos at the 36 of the Horsemen. And looks like Evan Huss is changing the play here. Trips to the left and option over to Garcia. And Garcia has got running room, and he is dragged out of bounds. But he's going to get the first down. Lots of running room. Actually, a quick pitch. Evan Huss might have wanted to keep it himself, but he did pitch it out to Garcia. Garcia, plenty of room on the right side. Finally dragged out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. But that is good enough for a first down. 38 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. All tied up at 7. Inside handoff to Garcia, and Garcia is submarined at close to the 25-yard line. Nice tackle there by Reagan West of the Horsemen. And we'll see if the Toppers want to run another play here. Looks like they're going to try to with about 10 seconds left. Snap to Evan Huss. Evan Huss swings out to Leja. Leja, quick inside route. He catches it at the 25. He's going to be down at about, so they mark at about the 21. So it'll be 3rd down for Los Alamos when we come back. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. 7-7 ball game here. We're going to take a short break. We will be back momentarily for a big play coming up for Los Alamos' offense. And welcome back to Sullivan Field. Just about to begin. Beautiful night ball at Sullivan. Two undefeated teams with great drive. Yes, finance drive right side for Evan Huss. Evan Huss, he gets around the right side, turned the corner. Nobody was there, and he is going to go in for the touchdown. 22 yards to Evan Huss. That really didn't look like that was going anywhere. But once Evan Huss got around the corner, nobody was there for St. Michael's. First play of this first quarter. And he is in from 22 yards on the right side. And the kick from McCowan is up and good. So on the keeper, 22 yards for Kyle Evanhuss, and that is a 14. That makes it a 14-7 ball game. So just like that, Evanhuss, great showing off a little bit of speed. He was going straight to the sideline. Really didn't look at nothing in front of him. Didn't see anybody from St. Michael's until about the 3-yard line. And by that time, it was too late. Great run there by Kyle Evanhuss for the touchdown, 14-7, just underway here in this second quarter. Two undefeated teams, like we said, the Toppers and the Horsemen. They actually both have played the Taos Tigers this year. And the left-footed Cowan booms one, and that is going to land about 6 yards deep into the end zone. Team switch sides, by the way. Now the Horsemen will be going to the west. That is left to right from where I'm sitting. And the Toppers will be going from a right to left, going toward the east goal. So the Horsemen will get things going from their own 20-yard line after a nice kickoff by Cowan that lands 6 yards deep in the end zone. Bass in the shotgun once again, and he drops back, screen pass, and that is going to be broken up. Screen pass was set up nicely, but when Bass tried to flip the ball over him, Jackson Blair goes way up in the air and knocks it down. Actually went a little straight up in the air after he hit it. I don't think he immediately saw it, but that pass broken up, and that'll bring up second down. Nice play by Blair. Like I said, the screen was set up pretty well, and the receiver really didn't have a whole lot in front of him, but Blair able to break it up to stop that second down. Is going to air it out on the right side and pulling it down for St. Michael's. One-on-one chance there, and just a jump ball. Lucas Gudale, and he comes down with a jump ball. Bass just kind of put it up for grabs. That looked like that game 500 we used to play in the schoolyard, and he just threw it straight up in the air. But Gudale one-on-one on the right sideline. He pulls it down for a nice pickup. That's going to take him all the way out to the 47-yard line of the Horsemen. First down. And now an end around for the Horsemen, trying the left side, and that was Soren Annan. He was lined up as the split end out here on the right side, came all the way back to the left, but he's going to lose a couple of yards. Toppers really not fooled at all by that end around. And over there for Los Alamos, getting in on that play was Matthew Brousseau. He's been very active here in this first half for Los Alamos on the defensive end. 11:32 remaining. So a lot going on in a very short amount of time. And Bass tripped up by his own player. I think that was Dominguez. A lot of the horsemen have been using a lot of pre-snap motion, and Dominguez coming across the formation, and I think he clipped Bass, and Bass tumbles down. So he's going to lose about a yard. 3rd and long coming up for the St. Michael's horsemen. So it didn't look like there was a whole lot going on there anyway. Bass was going to try to keep it on the left side, but ends up tumbling to the ground. 3rd down, Bass in the shotgun. It's going to roll out to his right. A lot of pressure, and he's going to he swings it again to Goudelet. Goudelet came down with the ball, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. He was well short of the sticks anyway. But Goudelet came out of nowhere, and he actually came down with the ball, but could not keep his feet in. It was right around the 50-yard line. He still would have been about 6-7 yards short of the first down. 4th down, and the horsemen will kick it away once again. And Gutierrez back deep for Los Alamos. And short kick this time. And that's it's going to take a St. Mike's. Well, it's not going to take a St. Mike's bounce. It's going to kind of bounce toward the sideline. Short kick there. And Toppers are going to get the ball again in pretty good field position. They're going to call this one down. It looked like one of the horsemen accidentally ran into it at the 40-yard line. So the Toppers will get it at their 40 with 10:24 remaining. 14-7 ball game in favor of Los Alamos. The Toppers trying to add on to this now. Inside handoff to Leja. Leja trying the right side. He's going to pick up about 2 or 3, but gets banged down. About 3-yard pickup there, and I believe that was Annan on the tackle there. 2nd down and 7 for Los Alamos, dropping back, looking for the screen pass. Big trouble. Evanhus is in huge trouble. He's going to try to turn things around. He's all the way back to his 15-yard line, and he was looking to throw it away, but he went straight back. He got immediate pressure. I don't know if the Toppers were trying to set up a screen there. I didn't see a receiver anywhere near the line of scrimmage. And so actually Kyle Evans was able to get back to about the 36, but he was all the way back to his 15 and under heavy pressure reversed his field, went back to the right and got most of that back. 3rd down and long for the Toppers, trips right and a throw out to the right side that is caught. That is going to be Garcia with a catch, but he's only going to pick up about 6 or 7. The Toppers needed 14. So 4th down and long coming up for Los Alamos. They're actually not even going to give them the 6 or 7. They're going to give them about 5. So 4th and long coming up, 9:39 remaining. Toppers will kick this one away again, so not able to do anything with that. Wow, nice punt there by Cowan, and Goudelet going to go all the way back. Goudelet, the ball bounces off of his chest. He was trying to get away from it. Scramble for it, and Los Alamos picks it up inside the 5-yard line. So big, nice kick there by Cowan. Goudelet was back deep. He was trying to stay away from the ball. It was bouncing, and it kind of bounced towards him, and it bounced right off his chest. Toppers were screaming down the field, and they come up with the loose ball. Goudelet wanted nothing to do with that ball, but took an unfortunate bounce right at him. And Los Alamos picks it up inside the 5-yard line. So they are in business inside the 5. 9:26 left. So we have a penalty down the field. It looks like it's going to be on St. Mike's. So we'll see what the call was. In any event, Los Alamos is going to be, well, if this is half the distance, which it very well may be, that's going to put the Toppers in the 2.5-yard line. So holding on, okay, so holding on the horseman, that penalty is going to be declined. So, well, the Toppers are going to have it about, they're going to have it right about the 3-yard line. Golden opportunity here for Los Alamos. Inside handoff to Garcia. Garcia steamrolls one of the horsemen, and he is in. Met a horseman linebacker at about the 1-yard line. Garcia just put his shoulder right in his chest and rolled him right over. No problem. So 9:22 left, and Garcia from 3 yards out for the touchdown off a muffed punt. So fantastic run there by Garcia, and just rolling over everything in his path. That will be Garcia's second touchdown of the night. And the kick is good, 21-7, 9:22 remaining. So excellent start to this one. So we are Toppers in business, taking advantage of, got to call that a muffed punt. That was actually rather an unfortunate play there for Lucas Goudelet, who's had made a couple of really nice catches in this ball game for the Horsemen, but unfortunate bounce there. Cowan again, and that one about 40 yards deep in the end zone for another touchback. 9:22 remaining. And everyone, again, thank you for joining us. You are listening to the Alamos Daily Post YouTube channel, and this is the broadcast Topper football. This is week 4 for Los Alamos as they take on the St. Michael's. Both undefeated, as we've said, but Los Alamos is for most of this ball game. The Horsemen offense, which is coming back on the field, put together one really solid drive. Other than that, it's been a little slim pickings for the Horsemen. Quarterback Nick Bass drops back deep. He's looking for somebody to throw to. He's going to throw it short to Annan. Annan is going to outrun one of the Toppers, and actually, wow, he's going to pick up the first down. And he caught that in the backfield. We got a flag down about the 20-yard line, but Bass went straight back. He went all the way back to his yard line. Ball initially on the 20. We'll see what the flag is for, but St. Michael's coming on the Horseman. That's going to push him all the way back to the 10-yard line. So flag fest here in this first half. Most of those flags have gone against the Horsemen. So first down and 20 coming up for the Horsemen. Still plenty of time here left in this second quarter. But the Toppers with a 21-7 lead. Like I said, this game has been mostly Los Alamos inside handoff and stacked up at the line of scrimmage, nothing doing. Lots of Toppers in on that tackle, including Luke Archuleta. Young having himself a nice game as well. So nothing doing there. They're going to lose about a yard on the play. There was just really nothing going on there. And immediate penetration by the Topper defensive line. And another handoff inside. That's going to go to, I was going to say that was Annan, but I don't think it was Annan. That is Cole Sandoval. So he's going to pick up a few. So third down, it's going to be third down about 13 yards here, 8:10 remaining. So another third and long coming up. The Toppers have really kept the pressure on the Horsemen offense and have had them in numerous long yardage situations. Twins to the right. Offset running back next, right behind Bass. Quick drop by Bass, looking over to his right. Caught there by Isaiah Dominguez. And he's going to be, it's like about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Fourth down here. So a little bit of a decision to make here for the Horsemen, for Joey Fernandez. It's been a very successful. This does not look like a punt formation to me. It looks like the Horsemen going to roll the dice here. 4th and 5, and we've got motion up front on the Horsemen. That is probably going to end that that shot there. Noah Peterson was over on the right side for the Horsemen. It looks like he was trying to get a little bit of a running start. Can't do that. So that's going to cost the Horsemen 5 yards and that's going to send out the punt unit. Forthcoming punt for the Horsemen. The punter dropped the ball, and he is buried at the 4-yard line. Wow, just a straight drop, and then coming in for Los Alamos to clean things up. Marcos Martinez drops the punter at the 4-yard line. Nothing wrong with the snap. The snap hit him right in the hands. Looked like he was trying to punter was just trying to extend the ball so he could kick it, and it fell right out of his hands. Martinez comes to clean it up. So the Toppers in business. Garcia is buried at the line of scrimmage. The Toppers inside the 10-yard line, right around the 7. There is a penalty marker down. And that looks like it's going to go against Los Alamos. We'll see what the signal is here. So still have not gotten a signal yet. But pretty major penalty here. And we're getting the signal. So hold by Los Alamos. And so that's going to cost Toppers 10 yards. 1st and goal now, but they are backed up to the St. Mike's 17-yard line, 6:39 remaining. And going in motion is Gutierrez. Gutierrez gets a shovel pass, and he's still going. He's finally going to get knocked out of bounds at around the 10. But Gutierrez coming all the way across the formation. Shovel pass from Evan Huss. And coming back on the left side. And pretty good pickup there by Malachi Gutierrez, who's I believe, the fastest man on this team. So second down. I'm going to say they knocked him out of bounds around the 10-yard line. Second down and goal here for Los Alamos at the 10. Trips bunched up to the right. They're going to give it to Garcia, trying that right side. It's going to get tripped up around the 7. Good pursuit there by the Horsemen defense. And getting in on that tackle for the Horsemen was Colton Seville to help bring down Nico Garcia. Garcia with a couple of touchdowns. They'd love to get up and back. Is Evan Huss? Evan Huss got a man open, but overshoots him on the deep crossing route near the end line. And I think that was let's see, I think that was Cowan, but he was open, had a couple of steps on his man, but just could not get connected with Evan Huss. That'll bring fourth down for Los Alamos. Going to attempt a field goal now. Cowan, the left-footed field goal kicker for Los Alamos. He set up. This is going to be about a 25-yard attempt, and that is low coming off the foot, and that is blocked. And that is picked up by the Horsemen. There's a little bit of scramble near the goal line. In any event, that ball never got more than about 6-7 feet off the ground. That was blocked. So no good on the attempt. So 5:10 remaining, 21-7 ball game. Toppers still in control here, but miss out on another opportunity deep in Horseman territory. Toppers not able to cash in. So the Horsemen will get the ball at their 20-yard line. Horseman offense back out, and we've got looks like the Toppers are going to take a timeout. That'll be their first of the half. We're at the 5:10 mark of this second quarter. So 21-7 ball game. When we get to halftime, we'll talk a little bit about some other sports going on at Los Alamos High School. And I'll give you a quick rundown of the Class 5A rankings. The new rankings are out. And some okay news for Los Alamos in that department. St. Mike's, in case you're wondering, is ranked number 1 in Class 3A, but have been largely stymied, especially on the offensive end, by Los Alamos here in this first half. And you, of course, are listening to the Los Alamos Daily Post coverage of Hilltopper football. A beautiful night here at Sullivan Field between a couple of undefeated teams. So the Horsemen will take over at their own 20-yard line and hand off around the corner, and that goes to Braden Hollis. The ball actually came loose, but the officials are going to call him down after the play. No gain on the play by Hollis, trying the left side. 4:45 remaining in this first half. Horsemen in no rush here, despite having not a ton of time. There's no need to panic right now, but they're backed up a little bit. Second down and 10. Slot versus two right. Roll to the right side by Bass. Bass is going to put away. Nobody in the air. Yeah, Blair coming off the end, giving him some pressure on the rollout, and just a throwaway there by Bass. So third and long once again for the St. Michael's Horsemen. Toppers have done a good job of keeping third and long yardage. Topper defense has really held the Horsemen very, very well on their first two plays on each possession. So throw back across the field. That's going to go to Dominguez. Dominguez is going to get the first down. Nobody there. We're going to have a late flag after the play, and that's the flag goes down to the 30, on the 33-yard line. Dominguez got near the 40. So all the motion going to the right. Bass throws back to his left. Dominguez over there on the left side. Really nobody around him. Nice run after the catch. We'll see what the penalty is. And it looks like it's going to be against St. Mike's once again for a hold down the field. So that is going to negate the first down. So now we're going to get third and 5 coming up for the Horsemen, but that was a nice run by Isaiah Dominguez. Dominguez is not a big guy. He's only about 5'4", 120 pounds. But another shot here for the St. Michael's Horsemen. Trips to the right. And quick drop looking across the field. And had Braden Hollis right in the middle of the field, but the pass a little bit behind him. And that was right around the 35-yard line. Would have been plenty good for a first down. But the pass, like I said, just a little bit high and behind him. And the Horsemen will kick it away again. And the Horsemen actually considered going for it last time. Then got a penalty, elected not to do that, and then disaster strike. So Dominguez going to punt here, and he gets off pretty good punt, actually. And that's going to take a St. Mike's bounce all the way inside the Topper 40 to about the 38. So pretty good kick there by Isaiah Dominguez. He had not been punting prior to that. So obviously Joey Fernandez did not like the dropped punt that set the Toppers up very, very well. Now, that actually did not end up harming St. Mike's. The Toppers were unable to cash in on that one. But the Toppers still do have a chance. 3:36 remaining in the half. Toppers still do have 2 timeouts. And little misdirection there. Hand off to Garcia. Garcia breaks across the right side. He's out to the 40. He's going down to the 30. He's got one man to beat going down. And he breaks a tackle at the 20-yard line. And he's in for the score. So a lot of misdirection over there. on the right side. Garcia gets the ball, goes to the right, then goes down the sideline and able to rumble all the way, going up, 61 yards on the right side on a misdirection for the touchdown. And Nico Garcia has been a monster in this first half. The extra point is good. And that makes it a 28-7 ball game. 3:23 remaining in the second quarter. And that was the first play of the Toppers drive, 61 yards for the score. Just a lot of misdirection. I don't know if that was 100% planned, but it ended up being very, very effective. Evanhouse hands off to Garcia. Garcia takes off the right side, bounces out, goes down the sideline. Only one guy to beat for the St. Michael's Horsemen, and Garcia absolutely flattened him at the 20-yard line, and he goes in for the score. Garcia has just been absolutely steamrolling people in this first half. And kickoff by Cowan, and that's going to go through the end zone. So Cowan may have found himself a new job here as the Topper kicker. And he booms one through the end zone. So that is going to put the St. Michael's Horsemen at the 20-yard line. 3:23 remaining. Toppers up by 3 touchdowns here. And, you know, I was saying coming into this ball game, this might be the Toppers' toughest test of the season so far, and maybe even the non-district season. And it has been all Los Alamos. Hand off to Annan. Annan going down the left side, cuts it back on the left hash, and he's going to pick up about 3. Second down and 7 for Los Alamos, or for the Horsemen, rather. And we are inside 3 minutes left in this first half. And Horsemen not in a hurry here. They haven't even broken huddle yet. Finally coming out of the huddle. Second down. And taking their time at the line of scrimmage. Bass gets a snap. He rolls out to his right. He's going to get Goudalay, and Goudalay catches it at about the 40-yard line. And actually, that was Reagan West with the catch. So on the right hash to the 40-yard line. So nice pickup there. Nice throw there by Bass. Bass likes to throw on the run. And we're going to have a timeout here taken by the Horsemen. Under 3 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. 28-7 in favor of the Hilltoppers. 3 touchdowns so far in this contest by Nico Garcia. Nico has just been an absolute bulldozer in this first half. He is running over Horsemen right and left. The Horsemen are not huge. Really don't have a whole lot of guys even over about 210 or so. So they're a small club. And Garcia is, he looks like a bowling ball if you just look at him, and he's running like that tonight. 2:25 remaining, and off the timeout, and there's a throw down the field looking for Lucas Goudalay down the right side. That's going to be broken up. And that was Gutierrez over there on the coverage. And Gutierrez, excellent coverage on the sideline. Good inside leverage there by Gutierrez. Really no place to throw that for Bass. And Gutierrez able to knock it down with his left hand. 2nd and 10 coming up from the St. Mike's 40. Bass still in the shotgun. He's been really in the shotgun the entire night. Big pressure coming, and he's going to throw it up. Just throw up a jump ball there, and that is broken up over there on the right side, or on the left side, excuse me. We have a flag down, and that very well could be roughing the passer. Bass took a shot. It actually looked like a pretty clean shot from here, but that is right in the area of roughing the passer. That's exactly what's going to be. So that's going to cost Toppers 15 yards. But heavy pressure immediately coming from the Toppers. The hit coming, I guess, just a hair too late. It looked like a pretty good hit to me, but the officials disagree. So right at midfield, 2:14 remaining. And Bass back to pass once again, and not much going downfield. He's going to tuck it in and keep it. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but is hit hard by Blair. He's going to lose about half a yard. Blair right there. So 2nd down coming up once again. Actually, they're going to mark it right at the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, under 2 minutes. More pressure from Blair coming from the left side, and he pulls down Bass back at the 43-yard line. Blair just came in. I don't even know if he was touched on that side. Coming in from the left side, he was all over Bass immediately and drops him for a 7-yard loss. Big pressures back to back from Jackson Blair. 3rd down and long once again, and more pressure, and Bass gonna go down once again. The Toppers all over him. Blair was in the area, but this time he gets pulled down by Brousseau. So 2 straight sacks. And the Toppers have been all over Bass. 4th down coming up, 4th down and a mile with a minute left. Toppers going to take a timeout here. That's their 2nd one. See if they can't do something here with this ensuing punt. The pressure coming, getting ratcheted up here late in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back sacks by the Toppers, and Bass just really he didn't have a prayer. He had no time whatsoever. Blair coming off the edge, and then Blair and Brousseau once again right immediately afterwards. There has just been no time for Bass. He had less than 2 seconds to do something, and he needed time because the St. Mike's receivers were all heading deep down the field. Here comes a punt from Dominguez. Pretty good punt last time. This one not too bad either. And that is going to bounce right around the 30-yard line. Going to take a little bit of a horseman bounce. That one actually hit around the 35. It's going to get down to about the 31. So 52 seconds remaining. Toppers do have 1 timeout left. I don't know. Let's see if the Toppers and Garrett Williams want to press their luck here. See if they can't get something else on the board before halftime. So you're going to be right at the 30-yard line. No problem for Garcia last time. He went 61 yards. But Evanhouse going to air it out. Down the sideline, had a man open, but he cannot pull it down. That was a pretty good pass there from Evan Huss. He just kind of hucked it down the right side. The receiver over there, can't see who it was, actually landed. He had a shot at it, but could not pull it down. That would have been about a 20, 25-yard pickup. 46 seconds remaining, second down. High snap. Evan Huss with the toss, and that's going to be a first down over there on the right side. And that was Cowan making the catch. Cowan having himself a nice game on the receiving end and on the kicking end. So 40 seconds remaining. Cowan out of bounds at the 42. First down for Los Alamos. Trips to the left for the Toppers. Fakes a handoff to Garcia. Now Evan Huss going to keep it himself, and he's going to go to his right and run out of bounds. Penalty flag comes in late. That's right in the area of a hold. Let's see what the call ends up being. And that is, in fact, going to be on Los Alamos. So that'll cost them 10 yards. So first and 20 coming up now at the Topper 32. 32 seconds remaining. Can't imagine the Toppers are going to want to mess around too much here. Well, maybe they are. So quick throw out to the flat and a nice catch, and still on his feet, finally shoved out of bounds as Gutierrez on the far side. So second down and about, we'll call it about 13 here. It's at the 39-yard line of Los Alamos, 26 seconds remaining. So it looks like they're having a little trouble getting the playoff here. Trips to the left, and then we got time on the field. No, there wasn't. Never mind. Psych. Oh, the ball's loose way back. Evan Huss tries to pick it up and then grabs and throws it. Oh my goodness. And it is intercepted. Evan Huss trying to throw the ball away, and it is picked off by the Horsemen. And right at the line of scrimmage, the Horsemen pick off the ball at the 39-yard line. Evan Huss, the snap got away from him. He had to retreat all the way back to his 20-yard line and was trying to throw the ball away. And, they're going to call the pass incomplete. Wow, I'm not sure what happened. The ball was caught by one of the Horsemen. I don't know if he was maybe he was out of bounds, but Toppers catch a huge break there. That was nearly a disaster right at the end of the half. 18 seconds remaining now. Well, now they said the ball was in fact intercepted. This should not be a difficult call. Either he caught it or he didn't. Well, they're going to give the ball to the Horsemen at the 39-yard line. 18 seconds remaining. Not sure why that was a difficult call. So Bass out there, he's got maybe two shots at the end zone. He's got to pull the ball back, and he's going to slide down right at the line of scrimmage. 8 seconds remaining, and a timeout on the field. Joey Fernandez calling I believe that was a second timeout for the St. Michael's Horsemen. So 7 ticks remaining here in the quarter. And it looks like we're going to gearing up for a performance by the band at the half. So Fernandez deciding what he want to do. I imagine the horsemen could theoretically take one shot, or if they really wanted to run like a quick out or something and give themselves a couple extra yards and then take one more shot at the end zone. So they could theoretically have two plays here if they really, really wanted to. That would be the best case scenario. They don't have two shots at the end zone, but they might be able to take a short, quick pass take it out of bounds, and then have a little bit better chance at the end zone. But we'll see what they want to do. That's not what they're set up for. They're four receivers, two to the right, two to the left. And Bass looking right, and back for it for the horseman was Cole Sandoval. Sandoval actually looked like he had a beat on the ball, but ends up, I think he just dropped it. That was right at the 15-yard line. And they say that only took 2 seconds off the clock. I don't believe it did. But there are 5 seconds remaining. I don't know where they came up with that number, but so 5 seconds left. So another shot here for the St. Michael's Horsemen. That play was not 2 seconds long. And same play again. This one going to be thrown well short. And I think that was Annan over there. So there are 0.8 of a second remaining. So, well, there was a penalty on the horseman. Was that an illegal shift? But penalty on the horseman here. They're unbelievable. There are 0.8 of a second remaining. So I said the horseman obviously only had one, maybe 2 plays, and they're going to squeeze 3 plays out of this. So those 2 medium routes there, they lasted less than 3.5 seconds each. I don't believe that was correct. First play only took 2 seconds. Boy, if you could run all your 20-yard routes in 2 seconds, you'd be tough to beat. You would be very, very tough to beat if you can have a receiver that can run 2 second, 2 second 20. That's pretty good. So possibly the last play of the first half coming up here. And Bass again, same play, trying to go to the same receiver on the far side. That is knocked away by Los Alamos. And that's going to do it for the half. So that'll do it. The Toppers up 28-7. Score 3 times in that second quarter. 2 scores by Nico Garcia. 1 from 3 yards out at the 9:22 mark. And then with 3:23 left, Garcia goes 61 yards around the right corner for a touchdown. So huge plays. His 3 touchdown first half for Nico Garcia. And the Toppers up big at the break. And we're going to have a full costume performance coming up by the Topper Marching Band here in just a minute. But quick recap of the scoring. less than 3 minutes into the ball game. Garcia goes in from 3 yards out from the right side. Very, very good looking opening drive by Los Alamos. That made the score 7-0 after the Seth Cowan extra point. Cowan has been doing the kicking. That had been Hayden Jorgensen, a very, very good kicker, but Cowan has been doing the kicking tonight. He's a left-footed kicker, and he's looked very, very good so far. So that put the Toppers up 7-0 early. Then, with under 2 minutes left in the first quarter, a nice pass from Nick Bass to Isaiah Dominguez, a very small receiver, but he ran a crossing route in the end zone. They had found him right at the goal line from 16 yards out. That capped off a pretty nice looking drive by the St. Michael's Horsemen. And the extra point there made the score 7-7 going into the second quarter, but a huge second quarter for Los Alamos. A score just 10 seconds in on a 22-yard keeper by Evan Huss off the right side. And then just about 2.5 minutes later, Garcia gets the second touchdown of his night, 3 yards. That came off a muffed punt that was recovered by Los Alamos inside the 5-yard line. And that put the Toppers up by a score 21-7. Then with 3:23 left, 61 yards, rumbling, bumbling, and tumbling. Nico Garcia on the right side. Extra point made that 28-7. That's where we're sitting right now. Los Alamos 28, St. Michael's 7. So we are in the midst of halftime. So what we will do now, we're going to take a little bit of a break. I'm not leaving you. I'm just doing what I got to do here for halftime. I'll come back in a little bit. Stick around. We'll talk a little bit more about Topper Sports and give you some more football information as well. Toppers 28, St. Mike's 7, and we will be back in just a bit. Well, hello again and welcome back. At halftime here at Sullivan Field. Beautiful, beautiful night for high school football. And it has been quite the night for the Los Alamos Hilltoppers. They have been all over the undefeated St. Michael's Horsemen. Toppers up 28-7 here at the break. It has been all Los Alamos. Nico Garcia, Topper running back, 3 touchdowns. He has just been absolutely running over the St. Michael's defense. Is a big play of the night, a 61-yard sweep to the right, turned the corner, went down the right sideline, and puts it in as 61 yards. And that put the Toppers up 28-7, where the score is right now. So fantastic night for him. Topper offense has looked very, very solid. Topper defense has been swarming tonight. A couple of late sacks, one by Jackson Blair, and then Jackson Blair may have even got another half sack immediately after it with Matthew Brousseau as well. So the Toppers have been all over Nick Bass tonight, the St. Michael's Horsemen quarterback. The Horsemen really have not been able to consistently put any offense up. Did have one nice looking drive at the end of the first quarter. Other than that, that's been about it for the Horsemen. So the Toppers up a big. We're going to be back in about or teams will be back on the field in about 3 minutes, and they have a 3-minute warm-up period immediately after that. So going to look really quickly at some other Topper sports going on. Fall sports is actually the busiest sports season of the year. That's coming right off of summer, and we're still feeling summer. It was a pretty warm day in Los Alamos for most of the day, and it's been really warm in the Southwest this entire year. Had a friend of mine text me from Texas. She just moved back there from Colorado Springs. Got a nice toasty warm 104 today over in Poteet, Texas. I can't honestly say I know where that is, but if you do know where it is, it got very, very hot there. So that it has been a blazing hot summer, and it has still been warm. Here, like I said, got warm today, and it's been cooling off a little bit toward the evening, rather, but it's still been pretty warm during the day. Another Topper sports this week, the boys soccer team is off to a very, very fast start. They are 4-0 so far. Last weekend, they pulled off the win in the Louis Chernachek Invitational Tournament. They dropped the Capital Jaguars in a shootout, and anybody who watches boys soccer knows the Capital Jaguars are a stout program. Actually, a little surprised that they ended up drawing. Los Alamos ended up drawing them in the opening round. That game went to a shootout, but that was won by Los Alamos. And then the following day, knocked off Artesia 3-0, or 3-0, excuse me. And then defeated the Lovington Wildcats in the finals 1-0. So Toppers 4-0. They will take on the Cleveland Storm in the first round in their next contest, rather. That will be on September 14th. The Storm are 2-2 so far. So that's right around 500, if I'm not mistaken. So the Toppers 4-0, and we'll see if they can keep that going. In girls soccer, the girls soccer team is so far in the season 1-1, just to put up 2 contests. And their opener, they knocked off Bloomfield 6-2. Then they lost to a very, very good Santa Fe team. and 8-0. Excuse me, 8-0 victory by the Toppers. Sorry about that. So Toppers 1-1 in girls soccer. Up next for the Topper girls, they will take on the Bosque Bobcats, a very, very good small school. And that is going to be on the 12th of September. And they will take on Hobbs in a tournament starting on the 14th. And in volleyball, the Toppers currently are 2-1 on the season. They started their season off with a loss to St. Mike's. Were swept by the Horsemen. Toppers and the Horsemen traditionally meet each other in that opening contest. But St. Mike's coming out with a 3-0 victory. Toppers on September 2nd, however, were able to pick up a pair of wins, one over Cobre and one over Silver. So a win over Copper and Silver, and those were both by 3-0 counts. Volleyball team 2-1, and they will be at a tournament next week. Their next home game will be against Santa Fe Prep. That is scheduled for September the 19th. So a lot going on. Like I said, fall is actually the busiest time of year. And then we'll get into basketball, and then my absolute favorite, the spring season when you're outside and it's actually colder than winter. I love it. Love every second of it. But in any event, teams are warming up. They're about to come back out for quarter number 3. Yes, 28-7 in favor of Los Alamos. And the Horsemen won the toss. They deferred, and they will receive the ball here in the start of the second half. And for the Horsemen, Reed Bass has been roughed up a little bit, the quarterback, and he's actually got a couple of pretty talented receivers. Dominguez runs very, very good routes, and then Lucas Goudelet has pulled down some very, very difficult balls in that first half. So he has got some receivers. He has not had time to get it to him. Toppers have been bringing pressure, finally did get to him late in the second quarter, sacked him a couple of straight times, but he's been under pressure all night. And we'll see if the Topper defense keeps that up. Cowan ready to kick things off, and he sends one down right to the goal line. That one's going to bounce through the end zone for the touchback. So Los Alamos looking for its 4th win in a row to start the season. And I'm going to have to do some research. I don't remember the last time the Toppers were 4-0. It's been a while. I want to say we're looking back probably the 2008-2009 season, somewhere in that time frame when the Toppers were just an absolute juggernaut in the late aughts. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check to see. It has been a while since the Toppers have been 4-0. They got a chance tonight to start things off. Hand up off the middle by the Horseman. That's going to go to Annan, and has been very active. He's going to pick up about a yard, and he's going to be stopped after that yard pickup by Elijah Alvarez, defensive tackle. Toppers play an odd front, but they like to bring Jackson Blair off the edge from his linebacker spot, and he's been creating some havoc tonight. And a sweep, this one going to the right side. Good pickup there by Cole Sandoval, finally knocked down by Lucas Archuleta. So that's going to bring up, well, actually, nice pickup there by Sandoval. He's going to get the first down. They're going to mark him down at the 33-yard line. So that'll move the chains. So for the Horsemen, trips to the left side, then hand off the middle. And a couple yard pickup. That is for that run by Sandoval. And I think that was Blair on the stop. Minimal gain. Maybe a yard. Second down and 9 coming up. We're just underway here in the third quarter. Toppers up by 3 scores. So this is actually a pretty critical drive here for the St. Michael's Horsemen to get back in this ball game. Second down and 9 coming up. In the shotgun is Bass. He hands off to Annan, and Annan's going to start on the left. He's going to cut back to the right. He's going to go down the right hash. Big pickup. Ball is loose. The ball is loose. I think they're going to say he was down, but a huge pickup by Annan, and he's going to get all the way down to the Topper 30-yard line. And we got the Topper coaches. They're going to mark him down at the 31 of Los Alamos. But the coaches, I'm right next to the coaches watching that, and they disagree that he was down. That was actually very close, but a big pickup. Started immediately to the left, had to cut all the way back to the right, and went right down the right hash mark. So big pickup. The Horsemen in business here. Now a misdirection up the middle. Handing the ball off are the Horsemen. And that is Pete Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He's actually going to lose a couple of yards. Second down and 12 coming up. Just underway here in the third quarter. 9 minutes remaining. Second down and call it 12 at about the 33-yard line of Los Alamos. Like I said, this is a big possession for the Horsemen if they want to get back in this ball game. Fake handoff, and then coming up is Archuleta on the side, and there's a collision down the field. Trying to get the ball was Bass to Braden Hollis. One of the Toppers came over late, and I think we're going to have a defensive pass interference call. It looks like I'm not sure who that was trying to rotate over, but it looks like he got over there a hair early. So that will cost the Toppers 15 yards. So let's see what they make the call. Official defensive pass interference. That is the correct call. So deep in Hilltopper territory, they should mark the ball right around the 17-yard line. 8:39 remaining, 28-7. If the Horsemen can punch this in, they can get back in this ball game. The Topper defense stiffens here. It's going to be very difficult. Another handoff to Johnson, and Johnson is going to lose big yardage. Trying the left side, but the Toppers immediate penetration on that side, and they were all over Johnson. He's their fullback, and Alvarez in there immediately, and I think Brousseau is in on that tackle as well. Topper defensive line have just been dominant in this ball game. And once again, just all over, a huge loss. All the way back to the 28-yard line. Second and 21. Bass in the shotgun. Now he steps to his right, and here comes the pressure out the middle, and they're going to get to him. Right smack up the middle. And Frank Shepard, defensive tackle, all just right up the middle. Almost looked like a just got loose late. And huge loss. It is 3rd and a mile. And this has been the Achilles heel of the Horsemen all night. They've not been able to avoid these 3rd and forever situations. They're back at their 39-yard line. They got to get to the 9. So 3rd and 30, pressure coming again. Short pass, and that is going to go absolutely nowhere. Shepard again sniffing that out, drags the receiver down, nothing doing. And I think he's going to lose a couple more here. Oh no, they're going to lose big. They're marking that all the way back to the 46. This set of downs started at the 19. The Horsemen are at their own 46, and they're going to punt. Everything falling apart right now for the Horsemen. The Toppers all over them. And there is the punt. So the Topper defense holds when it needs to. And that ball is Dominguez is actually, he set the ball down fairly well. So the Toppers are going to be inside their own 20-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. We're going to spot it right about the 17-yard line. So yeah, the Dominguez has been kicking very, very well tonight. Anyway, the Toppers are back in business on offense. Evan Huss going to keep it on the right side. Not much there. And he gets gang tackled near the line of scrimmage. But the Topper defense comes up big when it has to. And the Horsemen, like I said, really, really needed a score on that last possession. We're knocking on the door, but the Toppers ratchet up the pressure, and the Horsemen cracked under the pressure. Quick out to Dylan Baca. He makes the catch near the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up a couple. Penalty marker on the play. And Los Alamos indicating that is going to be on the Horsemen. And also timeout on the field. We got a player down for the Horsemen. And that was Joseph Sanchez, the offensive tackle, but he hops up. He gets out under his own power. Oh, still awaiting the call here. Wow, they are going to assess a face mask penalty on the Horsemen. The Horsemen have been foul happy all night long, and that's going to. Okay, so that they said that was a face mask, and they gave the Toppers 5 yards. That makes no sense. There is no 5-yard variety face mask in high school football anymore. Actually, I don't believe there's high school face masks, or there's 5-yard face masks in any level of football anymore. They've all become personal fouls. And anyway, we have an illegal shift here on Los Alamos. I don't know what's going on. We've seen some interesting marches off, but legal shift by Los Alamos pre-snap. So that's going to push the Toppers back all the way down to their 15-yard line. So it'll be second down and long for Los Alamos inside the 15. 4:50 remaining. Toppers still up by 3 touchdowns. And looks like they're changing the play here at the line of scrimmage. Evan Huss gets the snap, and we have another penalty ahead of the snap. Looked like there was some movement up front, and that's exactly what it was. It's going to cost Toppers another 5 yards. Toppers moving in the wrong direction right now. The Toppers have played this game relatively penalty-free up until this drive, but they've got hit with 3 penalties on this drive, along with an inexplicable 5-yard face mask penalty on the Horsemen. Toppers back deep inside their 10. Evan Huss back to pass. He's going to roll out to his right. Nothing there. He's going to, it looked like he was throwing it out to Stidham. Stidham came all the way across from the left side of the initial formation, ended up near the right sideline, but that pass is out of bounds. Third down and long for Los Alamos. 4:13 remaining in this third quarter. So big. So this is actually a pretty big stand here by the Horsemen if they can hold on and keep Los Alamos out. Evan Huss with the keeper. He makes a move, makes a man miss going back to the left side, but he's going to get pushed out of bounds. Looks like he's going to be short of the 20-yard line. See where they actually spotted, but he will be well short of the first down. So fourth down, and didn't even get to the first stick. So fourth down and about 12, and Toppers will punt it away. So 4:05 remaining. So the Horsemen actually do manage to hang on here. So this one's not quite over yet, but they will have to do something. Nice kick picked up at the 40-yard line and a run back to about the 48. Pretty good kick by Cowan. And that is returned by Cole Sandoval. Sandoval shaken up after the play. So the Horsemen will get the ball in pretty good field position. And Sandoval's still down. That looks a lot like a cramp from here. They're trying to stretch out his left leg. That looks a lot like a cramp. Like I said, it's been pretty warm all day. The last couple of nights here in Los Alamos, it has actually cooled down quite a bit. I think we got into the 50s last night after, well, not a scorching hot day yesterday, but it has been pretty warm today. Sandoval up and running off under his own power. So Horsemen do have another opportunity after holding Los Alamos there. Time growing a bit short now. We're under 4 minutes to play in this third quarter. Not 100% over yet, though. If, and this is a big if, the Horsemen can do something on this possession. So do have one more shot to kind of get back in this ball game. Bass way back deep. He's got a receiver open on the deep out route, and that is caught. That is caught on the out route by Sabiani Rios Guevara, and a nice pickup. About a 17-yard pickup. So first down for the Horsemen at the Topper 35-yard line. 3:35 remaining in this third quarter. Topper showing blitz here. They back off. And Dominguez on the end around. He's short pickup, but we got a penalty flag. And that looked like that might be a hold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a big penalty if that in fact is the case. Let's see what they call. But that did look like a hold. That's exactly what it's going to be. That is going to back up the Horsemen considerably. So they pushed the Horsemen back to the 45. So they must have called that at the line of scrimmage. That hold was clearly in the backfield. So that should have been close to midfield where the Horsemen ended up, but they called it from the line of scrimmage. There have been some interesting calls this evening. But Bass drops back to pass, nothing doing, and he's throws the ball to absolutely no one on the right side. He threw it about midfield, was getting pressure again, straight up the middle, and he threw it toward the right side. It hit the number 4 on the 40-yard line, and there was nobody within 5 yards of that ball. I don't know if he was just trying to throw it away, but there was just nothing there. Second down coming up for the Horsemen. Second down and 10 or 20, excuse me. Bass back to pass, and that is picked off right in the middle of the field, going down to the 30, the 40, the 50-yard line, and finally pushed out of bounds near the 40-yard line. And making the interception, that was Alex Basulka, and he was just playing center field, and the ball hit him right in the chest, right at the 40-yard line. Had plenty of running room. He gets all the way back to the St. Michael's 36. So interception with at the 2:36 mark of the third quarter. We have a Horseman down near midfield. But Pasulka with the interception and a nice run back, setting the Toppers up once again. And the Toppers have a chance here to slam the doors shut on the undefeated St. Michael's Horsemen. They put this, they can put some points on the board off of this turnover. That is going to be very, very close to all she wrote for the St. Michael's Horsemen. So the Toppers starting at the 36, handoff to Garcia. Garcia in big trouble, and it's going to take a big loss. He's going to lose about 7 yards. Handoff to Garcia. Garcia saw there was nothing in front of him, tried to reverse his field and run toward the left side, and ended up running kind of laterally backwards. The Horsemen all over him. And he's going to end up losing. Well, they're going to You're going to give him the 41-yard line. He was not called at the 41-yard line. It was closer to the 43 or 44. So not quite the big loss, but still going to be second down and about 14. We momentarily had a horseman down on the field. He also gets up. Looks like another cramp. Second down and long for Los Alamos. Evan Huss looking way downfield. Was looking, I think, for Stidham again. Stidham trying to come across on the corner route, but overshoots him. Evan Huss with a little bit of a pump fake to the right, came back to the left, looking for, I believe, Stidham, but that ball overthrown. That'll bring up third and long for Los Alamos. 2:16 remaining in this third quarter. Tauber still up 28-7. Neither team has gotten a whole lot going here in this third quarter. Evan Huss back to pass, fires, and he has his receiver on the right side. Good pickup. And see who caught that. I think it was Dylan Bach over on that side. We have another horseman down. And looks like another cramp. So the cramp bug is out biting people. And we've actually got we got a topper down as well near the other side. That's Cowan. Actually, it looked like Cowan maybe was just stretching himself out. But Horseman on the far side of the field is still down. 2:03 remaining. Fourth down, but this is a manageable fourth down for Los Alamos inside the 30-yard line. They're set up at the 29. They need to get to almost, but not quite the 27. So Garrett Williams may elect to go for this. Actually, I don't know why he wouldn't. He picks this up. He's going to have the horseman in dire straits and really isn't going to lose anything if this is unsuccessful for some reason. Fourth and about a 1.5 yards for Los Alamos here. And handoff to Garcia. No, pulls it back to Evan Huss. Ball on the ground. Evan Huss had the first down, but lost the ball. And they're going to say the ball was down. And that was very, very close. Evan Huss is going to pick up the first down with room to spare. He gets to the 25-yard line. I thought that ball popped out before his knee was down. But in any event, the Toppers have first down at the 25-yard line. Evan Huss swing pass out to Garcia. Garcia looks like he's going to lose about a yard on the play. The St. Mike's defense has kind of been keying on Garcia here in this third quarter. Not a bad guy to key off of, by the way, after a 3-touchdown performance in that first half. So second down and 12 coming up for Los Alamos. Under a minute left in this quarter. And a pitch out on the option. And, submarined is Jackson Blair after a short gain. So Evan Huss with a pitch on the left side. Blair gets upended at the 26-yard line. So third and 11. Looks like the Toppers will let this clock run out. That'll do it for the third quarter. Toppers still up 28-7. Neither team being able to add anything on the scoreboard. Couple of chances for the Horsemen, but the Topper defense turns them back after getting deep into Hilltopper territory. That was a huge hold. Now with just a 1 quarter remaining, the Horsemen in trouble. 28-7, the Toppers looking to go 4-0, and I'm going to find out when the last time the Toppers were 4-0. I know it's been a while. It has been a while. But in any event, the Toppers 1 quarter away from that mark, and in pretty good control here heading into this 4th quarter. I'll be back in about 30 seconds, so stick around. You're listening to Hilltopper Sports on the Los Alamos Daily Post YouTube. And we are back here for the 4th quarter. Toppers 3rd down play. Hand off to the left side of the field. And about 3-yard pickup. I think that was Garcia. So 4th down coming up. 4th down and about 7. Toppers sitting at the 23-yard line. And looks like they're going to attempt a field goal. So 38-yard field goal attempt coming up. First field goal attempt was blocked. Cowan up. Wow, what a kick. And that one just off to the left, or the right, excuse me, wide right. That was a heck of a kick, though. It had plenty of distance. 38-yard field goal attempt, nothing to sneeze at. But that one just wide right. But pretty good looking kick. That would have all but slammed the door on this contest. But the Cowan just a little bit wide right. So the Horsemen taking over here, down by 3 scores, 28-7. Don't know if there's enough time left, even if they get hot here, to do anything, but it has been slim pickings for the Horsemen offense tonight. Back to pass is Reed Bass, throws it short to Dominguez, and Dominguez is buried behind the line of scrimmage right around the 15-yard line. Toppers are just not giving an inch on defense. Alvarez right there once again, and he was all over the very, very speedy Dominguez. Alvarez having a big night. Matthew Brousseau having a big night. Jackson Blair causing all kinds of problems for St. Mike's' offense. 2nd down and long, deep in their own territory are the Horsemen, and laying one out. Actually, not a bad pass there. Pretty good coverage on the far side. Topper secondary has been pretty well up to the task as well. So we can see who that was. It might have been Gutierrez on that side, but he running step for step with the receiver. Not much window to throw into. 3rd and long once again. That has been the recurring theme for the St. Mike's offense tonight. 3rd and long. 3rd and about 14 here coming up. And Horsemen well spread out. And Bass looking for Guevara on the right side. That pass just off his fingertips. That actually wasn't a bad pass, all things considered. Bass, for the pressure he has been under, has actually put his ball out really where his receivers have had a chance to catch it most of the night. Just a little bit off. So 4th down, the Horsemen going to punt once again. I actually don't agree with this. I know it's 4th and a mile and they're backed up, but they don't have time to punt. Doesn't really matter if you lose by 7 or lose by 70. So good punt that picked up at the 38-yard line by Gutierrez. Going to make a move, going to get about to the 48 and is dropped at the 48-yard line. So a good punt by Dominguez. He's been getting some very favorable rolls most of the night. 9:58 remaining, 28-7 in favor of Los Alamos. The Toppers well positioned to move to 4-0 on the season. The Horsemen 3-0 right now, and they are staring in the face of their first loss of this year. But the Topper defense has been the story of this contest. They have been all over the Horsemen offense. Horsemen have been putting up pretty good numbers most of this season, but have just not gotten much going at all tonight. Garcia up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3. So Garcia has had been slowed down a little bit in the second half. The Horseman defense has really been watching where he has been setting up. So 2nd and 7. Topper's still moving pretty quick. Gutierrez catches a ball. That was actually a lateral. All kinds of hankies going on the field as Gutierrez was stopped. The Sun Devils pawing, or the Horsemen rather, pawing at the ball, trying to knock it loose. But 3-4 penalty flags on the field coming from all angles. One being thrown by the back judge toward about where Gutierrez was stopped. So we're going to have a conference here. There's all kinds of laundry on the field. 9:18 remaining while we sort this one out. And legal formation by Los Alamos that has declined, and then a hold by Los Alamos that will be accepted. It's going to push the Toppers back. Not sure exactly where the hold occur. I guess I was going to say, I guess we'll find out, but from where the officials have been marking off penalties, it's a little hard to know what's happened where. They've kind of been all over the place. But always got to keep in mind, without officials, there is no game. So don't forget that. I know it's sometimes a little easy to pick on the officials, but don't forget, if they're not there, we don't play. We ain't got nothing to talk about. And Evan Huss with a snap. He is going straight back. Now he's going to go around and he's going to throw the ball out of. Gee whiz! He went back about 30 yards, and then straight back, was getting pressure, rolled out to his right, and then threw the ball away. They're going to check to see if that was intentional grounding or not. I think the ball got back to the line of scrimmage. There were no receivers in the area, which is kind of important to that. There wasn't anybody there, but I think the ball got back to the line of scrimmage. Since he was out of the pocket, he can throw the ball away, and that is what they're going to rule. 3rd down, Evan Huss looking, and he picked off right in the middle of the field, and running back for the Horsemen. Good run back by the Just throwing it up for grabs was Evan Huss. And that one picked off for the Horsemen by Sabiani Rios Guevara. And that run back will take him back to about the 46-yard line of the Horsemen. 8:34 remaining. Evan Huss really wasn't much there. I'm not sure what he was looking at, but just not a whole lot there. So Sun Devils. Well, Sun Devils are not playing in this game. I know I've called them the Sun Devils like 4 or 5 times. The St. Michael's Horsemen. The Sun Devils may be playing tonight. I really don't know. But the Horsemen with the ball at the 46, at their own 46-yard line. And here comes pressure again. That coming from Archuleta. And there to clean up the initial pressure from Archuleta was Matthew Brousseau. Big night for Brousseau. Archuleta has been very, very solid for Los Alamos throughout this season so far. So another sack. 4th sack of the night, I believe, on Reed Bass. And 2nd and 15 coming up for the Horsemen. Under 8 minutes remaining here in this game. And going on the right side, nothing doing. A rush to the right side. That was Cole Sandoval. And he will be stopped right at, well, no, they're going to give him a couple yard loss. Wow. So 3rd down and a long way to go once again. And just got a text from Mr. Extraordinaire himself, Gene Mortensen, doing a little homework for me. And he's saying the last time the Toppers were 4-0 was in the 2008 season. Pass complete in the middle of the field to Soren Annan. He is well short of the first down. So only a pretty minimal gain. And Toppers suspect that the Horsemen might fake punt here, 4th down. There's really no reason for them not to, but he does in fact punt it away. Is Dominguez. That one caught by Leja at the 20-yard line. Good run back by Leja. He's going to get close to the 35. But so Gene Mortensen saying that the Toppers were the last time they went to 4-0 was in 2008. The Toppers were undefeated going into a big contest against the Capital Jaguars. Gene and I were there. That is a game I will never forget. That was one of the great coaching performances I have ever seen in high school football. Unfortunately, that was the Jaguars coaching staff who did a fantastic job in scouting out Los Alamos. They ended up pulling out a victory, ruining a potential undefeated Los Alamos season. And that game, not only that cost Los Alamos a district championship, that also cost them dearly in the playoffs. They were looking at probably a 2 or 3 seed. That dropped them down to an 8 seed. And they ended up playing Moriarty in the first round, and Moriarty just hammered Los Alamos in that contest, that first round contest. And that was that was all set in motion by that one game. And coach of the time, at the time for the Jaguars was a gentleman I actually went to high school with, Mr. Steve Castile. And he did a fantastic job, just hit Los Alamos repeatedly right where it hurt the entire night, and pulled off a huge, huge upset. That is a game I will not forget anytime soon. So thank you, Gene. You were absolutely right. That's kind of what I suspected. It was right around that time frame. We have a topper down on the field right now, 5:09 remaining. And while I was bloviating about the past, missed a play, but one of the toppers is down on the field. Did not see who that was, but he's being attended to. Both teams have kind of cleared off the field right now. So we'll see. Trying to help the young man off the field. See if we can figure out who that is. Still, you know what? I think that's Evan Huss. I think that is a quarterback for Los Alamos, Kyle Evan Huss, and he is holding his left arm. And no, he's holding his right arm, and that is his throwing arm, and that doesn't look good. That does not look good at all. And so Evan Huss, the quarterback, is going to go to the sideline. I did not see what happened, but he is in some serious pain on the bench. Oh boy, that is pretty serious. Zach Stidham going to step in. Stidham was a starting quarterback for Los Alamos last year. So Zach Stidham going to take over right now for Evan Huss. They are looking at Evan Huss's right wrist, I think. And boy, that would be a big blow for Los Alamos. Stidham, a very capable quarterback. So Los Alamos does have that going for them, but hate to see that, especially this late in a game like this. And Stidham takes a whack. And he's going to get sacked by the horseman Peterson in on that pressure of Zach Stidham, and also on the pressure was Joel Griego of the Horsemen. 3:55 remaining. And fourth down for Los Alamos, by the way. And so they will kick the ball away. That is Cowan. And that ball is going to be down for Los Alamos. On their side of the 50-yard line, look like about the 40 is, yeah, they're going to mark that at the 40-yard line. 3:39 remaining. Topper's about to go to 4-0 here. So this was a really nice night for Los Alamos up until a couple of minutes ago. And they are still looking at Kyle Evan, starting quarterback, on the sideline. They're checking out his right arm. That is his throwing arm. And he is, well, they're doing a lot of work to him over there. Handoff on a sweep to Annan. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. 3:20 remaining in this contest. 28-7 in favor of Los Alamos. And boy, Los Alamos within a few ticks of going to 4-0, but a little bit solemn right now with the starting quarterback really getting worked over. Actually, Dr. Ben Neal, whose kids have been amazing athletes here at Los Alamos. He is over there looking at Kyle right now, and a big drop in the backfield once again. The Horsemen have been going almost exclusively backwards here in this second half, and another big loss. So it's going to be 3rd and about 20 coming up for the Horsemen. So Los Alamos about to go to 4-0. We'll see what the final score ends up being, but neither team has put up a whole lot of offense here in this second half. Toppers scored 4 times in the first half, 3 times in that second quarter, and on their way to what appears to be the victory as Bass rolls way off to his left and tries to do a Patrick Mahomes kind of a flip to Annan over there on the left side. That did not have Patrick Mahomes like result, however. So 4th down coming up for the Horsemen. So a little bit of a delay here. I'm not sure what the delay is. In any event, 4th down coming up for the Horsemen. And a little attempted shovel pass there. And that, I don't know what they're calling here. That was a forward pass to the up back, and it hit him in the chest, and it bounced a good 15 yards in the other direction. But well, it looks like they're gonna call it an incomplete pass, which it was. So Toppers will take over 2:23, and the Toppers are not in the victory formation here. I have no idea why. Jackson Blair getting the handoff. 2:15 remaining. I don't know why the Toppers aren't taking a knee here. They just had a pretty serious injury. There is no benefit to continuing playing offense here. I don't understand what the Toppers are doing. Under 2 minutes remaining. They should take a knee and just call this one good. That is not what they're doing. Stidham back there in the shotgun. He drops the ball. Snap was fine. He just could not find the handle on it. He jumps on the ball. So, Loss. I don't understand why the Toppers aren't just taking a knee here. So 3rd and 10 for Los Alamos coming up. 28-7, 1:15 remaining. I do not have a clue what Los Alamos is doing right now. And handoff to Garcia. And Garcia is dropped at the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry, that was not Garcia. That was Jackson Blair again. And St. Mike's is going to call a timeout with under a minute left. It's 4th down. So if they got that 21-yard or 21-point offensive play still in the playbook, they better pull it out now. They need it. 58 seconds remaining. But I do not like those last three plays by Los Alamos even a little bit. This game is over. Take a knee. You know, I to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure why Los Alamos was running a regular offense when Evan Huss got hurt. There's still a little bit of time left, but not enough for the Horsemen to make any kind of serious comeback. So fourth down, Toppers are in punt formation, it appears. So Cowan gonna punt it away a little. Wow, he is gonna bury that one inside the 10-yard line. He did not put his full foot into it. That thing bounced around the 7 or 8-yard line, went straight up in the air. So at the 9. So the Horsemen, 49 seconds left. So if the Horsemen are able to pull this off, that will be one of the great comebacks of all time. I just don't see it. But the Toppers still playing offense on that last series. Not a fan of that. So coming up for Los Alamos next week, the 4-0 Hilltoppers will be just down the road. They'll be taking on the Pewaukee Valley Elks. That'll be a week from tonight. That game will be at 7 o'clock. And following that, it'll be homecoming. Toppers will take on the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. And I think the Chargers are probably historically our number one choice for homecoming night. So the Chargers will be here that'll be on September 22nd. And then interesting contest after that. Toppers will take on the Bernalillo Spartans in Bernalillo. That'll be on September 29th. So that'll do it for tonight. The Toppers close things out. They win this one at 28-7 and move to 4-0, handing the St. Michael's Horsemen their first loss of the season. The Horsemen ranked number 1 coming in Class 3A into this ball game. But the Toppers, impressive victory. Big first half for Los Alamos, and they are able on the defensive end to just swarm the Horsemen throughout the second half. Horsemen really got nothing going in that second half. Toppers able to close it out and win this one by a final of 28-7. Quick recap of the scoring. In the first quarter with the 9:03 mark off the first Topper drive of this game, Nico Garcia goes in from 3 yards on the right side. Then late in the first quarter, the Horsemen put together really their only particularly good drive of the night. And with under 2 minutes left at the 1:59 mark, Reed Bass finds Isaiah Dominguez from 16 yards out. Beautiful crossing route. And ties up the ball game 7-7. Second quarter was all Los Alamos. 3 scores, 2 of them by Nico Garcia. One just 10 seconds in on a keeper I'm sorry. That was Kyle Evanhus on a keeper on the right side from 22 yards out. That gave the Toppers what it would actually end up being the game-winning score. But Garcia tacks on 2 more scores. One coming at the 9:22 mark, that from 3 yards out. And then his big run of the night with 3:23 remaining in the half. 61 yards down the right side for the touchdown. 28-7, and that is your final. Neither team scoring in the second half. So 4 wins to start this contest for Los Alamos. Normally, that would be something to celebrate. Unfortunately, late in the contest, Kyle Evan has hurt. His right arm is hurt. We do not know exactly what happened, but they were working on his right arm, starting quarterback for the Toppers. So that puts quite a damper on this victory. So we'll see what his status is later, but unfortunate play there, and Kyle gets hurt. We'll see if he is able to bounce back for next week against Pewaukee. The good news for Los Alamos is they could probably spare him against the Elks. The Elks have for the last several years been struggling. So they might be okay without their starting quarterback. We're going to keep an eye on that for next week. But the unfortunate on what was before that a very, very nice night for Los Alamos. But in any event, the Toppers win this one tonight, 28-7 over the St. Michael's Horsemen. St. Michael's drops to 3-1. The Toppers move to 4-0 on the season and have really clear sailing to for the next couple of weeks. So a big couple of weeks coming up for Los Alamos. So we're going to wrap things up tonight. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me here. We want to thank Charlene back at the studio. Like to thank John McHale. John McHale brought the equipment tonight. John coming back from some hip issues that he'd been having. It's great to see him back, taking pictures down there for us tonight. Want to give a shout out to a friend of mine listening this evening, Michelle. So Michelle, thanks for joining us this evening. Glad you were listening in. So for all of us here, this is Mike Mays. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll see you back here next time on the Los Alamos Daily Post YouTube channel. Good evening.